So we're getting closer and closer to finishing this bike. In this episode, I'm pretty sure it's episode 7, we're going to install the cassette on the rear wheel. Alright, thanks for hanging in there with me. We're getting closer and closer to finishing this bike. Some of these episodes are faster than others, and this one shouldn't really take all that long. We're going to install the rear cassette. You do need some specific tools to make this happen, which I will show you right now. There's a special driver you need to tighten the lock nut on the lock screw on the cassette. So you need one of these. This is technically all you need to install a cassette. But as I've done with other parts of this video series, I'm also going to show you how to remove a cassette. To remove a cassette, you need the chain cassette whip, the chain ring whip. It's a whip. Anyway, you need one of these things. I'll show you how to use them both right now. Most cassettes that you buy are going to come in multiple pieces, okay? Depending on the quality of the cassette that you buy, you may have more or less pieces. You're just going to have to leave it at that. But they're generally going to be in a couple parts. I can also tell you that they'll all be keyed inside of here to fit on your free hub a specific way. This free hub should be able to handle both Shimano and SRAM. You just want to make sure if you're buying a rear wheel that your free hub is going to work with the cassette that you need. Sometimes you have to get a new driver to hold the cassette on, but this one's keyed for both, so let's put this on. You're going to want to make sure that you line this up appropriately. You can't do it wrong. You're going to line it up so that it fits on. There's no other way this will go on but that way. It has to go on that way. So don't worry about putting it on the wrong way, because you can't, other than completely backwards. But I mean, all the other ones go on the same way. They're all keyed. Okay, so that one slides on like that. This little guy slides on here like that. Okay. This one goes on as well. Now, if you take a look at this one, you'll see it has some notches in it. You'll see how that works in a minute. Okay, all of my parts to the cassette are on nicely. All you do now is you put this lock on. Okay, you can see that there? You can tighten it by hand a little bit just to get it into place. This guy, this little driver, has little fingers on it that fit directly inside of this, and you tighten it up. Once again, we follow the regular guy mountain biking guide of torque setting, which is like this. Torqued. You'll also feel this, this ring kind of bite around those edges that I was showing you a minute ago. You can kind of feel like it's going to be on there. All right, and that's now installed. Let's go take it off so you can see how that works as well. To take it off, we're going to use this driver again. All right, this goes in here. We're going to need a wrench, using an adjustable wrench. This is going to come off like this, but if you notice, I can't take it off because the cassette's spinning on the free hub. So what I have to do is hold this cassette in place. You take the chain whip out, put it on here. Okay, lock it in place. Now it won't spin. And now watch what happens when I go like this. Now it locks it with the chain whip. All right, and now I can loosen this up and this comes off. Okay, hopefully you saw that all there from that camera. So you now know how to install a cassette and remove a cassette. It's very easy. You do need the right tools, but with the right tools, it's really a piece of cake to do. That's all there is to this video. Real easy one. I'll put this back on, and then we'll move on to the next part of the series. So thanks for hanging in there with me.